Welcome to ILT Stadium Southland in Invercargill, where we've seen the Steel beat the Tactix 70-52. And Marie, what was a game that they just slowly pegged it away and slowly built on their lead?
Yeah, and I think that's what we've seen from the Steel over the last few weeks as they've continued to build on their leads and build. They seem to absorb all the pressure that teams throw at them, and then they start to dominate. And I think that's a real strength from the Steel side.
Yeah, well, another strength for the Steel side is the Steel attacking end. They were in sensational form tonight with their feeds and their speed down court.
Yeah, and it was their long feeds, it was their ability to get onto the circle edge and feed, which was hugely impressive for the Steel side tonight. They just have that ability to find an option at any moment, lots of long feeds into their shooting circle, and I just feel like if teams want to beat them, that's an area that they really need to work on.
Yeah, well, they have some great connections down there and players that have played together for a long time, so lots of invisible threats. Well, one player that you can't fault for the Tactix is captain Jane Watson, and she was in sensational form right from the beginning whistle.
Yeah, she was. Gosh, she came out on fire, didn't she? A couple of intercepts in that first quarter, but it's just her range of her body, how she just throws herself around and has that ability to just disrupt. Her combination with Fenwick was one that I really enjoyed watching. Fenwick came off but then returned to the court. Watson had a go at goal defence as well, so her attacking game too has been impressive, but she definitely leads the way for this Christchurch side, just her passion, her determination and ability to get the ball.
Yeah, and she was very vocal out on court as well, barking orders down the other end to Ali Bird. Well, the MVP of the match tonight was Denise Potgieter, playing at goal shoot, and certainly has taken a dominant role, but her connection tonight with Tapaya Selby-Rickett was a highlight for me.
Yeah, and I think that's what we talked about, wasn't it, was the fact that there were two really good options in that shooting circle tonight. Tapaya really stepped up, but it is those connections with the feeders that Potgieter is continually growing. She just seems to have that ability to work really well in tandem with Selby-Rickett and find that space right under the circle. Interesting shooting style though, but very effective.
As we have a look at the stats, Marie, what stands out for you?
Well, if you look at that, isn't it, the attempts, the Steel, my goodness, 81 attempts at goal, compared to the Tactix 59. The goal percentage was great. Intercepts, you know, the Steel really picked up a number of intercepts, and then conversely the Tactix 25 turnovers, which is too much when you're playing a team like the Steel. If you look at the shooting stats, I think everyone will be pretty happy all round. Some good numbers there. Ali Bird 95%, but it's just the ability again for those Tactix girls to get her the ball.
Well, it was the Southern Derby down here in Invercargill. The Tactix couldn't quite do it. It was the Steel tonight, 70-52 here in Stadium Southland in Invercargill. We'll see you next time.